exciting news for everyone out there. I bet you, yeah, I can give you the recipe. Just comment down below. Feel free to ask. All right, it's about noonish. Let us begin. All right, so if you missed the first 15 minutes, or if it was edited and clipped away, welcome. My name is Brian. I am a teacher for Comeback Yoga. We are a Denver-based nonprofit dedicated to giving trauma-informed yoga to the veteran community, which is active duty, National Guard, Reserve, Coast Guard, whatever branch you're in, we're in. If you're a veteran, separated, family member, family support group, we'd love to have you at our classes. That's what we're here. We're here for you. This is our YouTube channel. We would love it if you would subscribe, hit the bell. You've all heard that mantra. If you like our class, hit the bell. We'll leave a chat down here or a thing up there. But please do so. Please comment. Please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Today's class is going to be general level 1 in our community, which is not overly strenuous. We're going to be working on our backs. So this is that doesn't mean we'll be laying down on our backs. That means we're working on the muscles, spine, everything in our region of our backs. So in order to prepare for that, always start the class with just having a seat. Take a seat. If you feel more comfortable, lay down. Just find a really comfortable position for you that you can sit in and hold for the next 5 minutes. You know, if you get fidgety, you got to move around. Cool. Your practice. Be comfortable. Do it smart. Listen to your body. Okay? Yoga should never hurt. Ever. If something hurts, stop. When we start the practice, don't worry about what poses are supposed to look like. They're not supposed to look like anything. Everyone's body is different. Everybody's different. It's when we embrace the differences that we have, when we embrace the difference between our body from one day to the next, from 1 hour to the next, because it's going to change. Change is inevitable. We got to get good at dealing with it. And the best way to deal with it, breathe, acknowledge, let it in. Be with who you are, as you are, right now, with neutral detachment. So while we're sitting here, take a seat or laying down. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. If not, totally cool. Keep your eyes open. Focus on the point on the ground about 3 or 4 feet in front of you, or ceiling, whatever you're doing. Just find some neutral position for your hands. They can be down if you want to feel more grounded. Palms can be up if you want to be more receptive to the energy that the universe is trying to pull in for you today. The main thing I want you to do during this entire practice is breathe. Breathe. In the nose, out the nose, if that's accessible to you. If it's not, breathe through your mouth. It's totally fine. Ideally, we try to breathe through our nose because it's the body's way of warming the breath, filtering out toxins and germs and things. Everything has a purpose. So we're just going to sit quietly, comfortably, and breathe. I'm not trying to manipulate the breath at all. Just check in. How are you doing? How do you feel today? How does your body feel? How does your breath feel? It's very important to take time, even in the middle of the day. It's the middle of Friday, probably at work. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're watching this Sunday night, Sunday morning, whatever. Breathe. Check in with yourself right now. Take this moment. Maybe put a hand on the heart and a hand on the low belly. Just enjoy your breath. Every attempt to enjoy your breath. Feel where you're breathing inside your body. How does it affect your body and your state of mind when you breathe in through the nose nice and deep and breathe out through the nose, slowly and controlled? can start to pay attention to the inhale and the exhale. There's a little natural pause, this little moment of ecstasy in between each inhale, before the exhale, the end of the exhale, before the inhale. A little natural pause. See if you can find it. Not trying to hold the breath during that pause, just notice it. See what it is right now. Notice if your exhale is longer or shorter than your inhale. Just notice. Pay attention. Learn to listen to what your body is telling you. What your mind and body are doing. Are they separate? Or are they together? Anything in your body right now that feels tight, soft, squishy, clingy. Pay attention. Without any judgment on it. Just is. Hey man, shoulders kind of tight today. Cool. All right. Breathing. Taking some time to check in with ourselves and our breath. You can start to warm up the shoulders a little bit. Little waves. Left one comes up as it goes down. The right one comes up, goes down. Left comes up. So you're moving back and forth. Just tune in with your breath, seeing how your lower back is doing. How's your upper back doing? How's your middle back doing? How's your spine feel? Neck. Core muscles. Just move the shoulders like a little wave. You know, like the waves we did. I can't do it. There you go. A little bit of a wave. Just do that with your shoulders. It's not relax your neck. Sometimes it's not a thing. And then release your shoulders, let them rest, and just roll your neck around. Nice and slow, small movements at first. Breathing in nice and deep. Exhaling out nice and slow. One of the reasons we do that in yoga is it activates our digest and rest. It helps us release into our what's called the parasympathetic nervous system, which is what regulates our bodies, sympathetic and parasympathetic. So we're trying to calm down, slow down, smooth out our nervous system and the rest of digest mode, which gets us out of fight or flight, hypervigilance. Keep rolling the neck, maybe bring it out a little bit wider. Each direction, just play around. Moving it around. Feel how your neck feels. Then come back to center. We're going to bring the right arm, bring it out like so. Just kind of let it rest here. And then you're going to turn your chin to the left. Just see how that reacts in this space right here, the upper neck. Maybe reaching the shoulder and the hand out, tucking the chin down, and pushing the jaw out. See how that gets into this area here of the neck and the upper back. Maybe try a little slow adjustments. Move the chin towards the right shoulder. Move the top of the head down. We're looking for a sensation of stretch in the upper right portion of your neck. A nice, delicious deep breath. Let it on out. And we'll bring the neck back up to neutral, nice and slow. Bring the right arm down, nice and slow. Roll the shoulders backwards and forwards. Slow movements. Rolling the neck around, do whatever movement feels good for your neck. Hope you're ready. Do the other side. So left arm comes up, elbows bent a little bit, up nice and tall. Shoulder is dropped away from the ear. Just going to turn chin over to the right. See how that affects this space in the neck, upper back, shoulder. Deep breath. Slow exhale. Maybe drop your chin a little farther down towards the right shoulder. Jet your chin out. Looks weird, feels awkward maybe. Go with it. Maybe start to explore different movements, dropping the top of the right head towards the floor, sitting up nice and tall. That way you're not tipping over. Just going for the sensation at this part of the body. Deep breath. Slow exhale. Next inhale, bring the head back up nice and slow. Drop the left arm. Shake it out a little bit. Sitting for a long time, so you can bring your left and right out. Grab your knees. Give yourself a little warm up for those knees. I like to sit on a block, so I'm going to get rid of that. We're just going to come up onto your knees, bring your toes together, bring your knees together, and then sit down, sit your butt back down. Stretch out the tops of the feet while we're warming up our spine a little bit. So we're just going to inhale the arms up, maybe look up. Exhale, you're going to fold over in a little modified child's pose. Drop the hands, drop the head. Push down with the hands and arch your back. Take a deep breath, and then exhale it out nice and slow, but keep the back arched. Next inhale, you're going to drag your hands as your torso comes up. Take a breath. Bring your hands towards the back of your feet, if that's accessible, or just somewhere back here where your hands can rest. Just going to slowly drop your chin. Roll your body until the top of your head touches the ground. If your head doesn't reach the ground in this pose, get a block, get a blanket, get a bolster, a pillow. Really so you can release your head to be any height. Find what's good for you. Take a nice deep breath. Try to elongate your spine. As you exhale, try to sink into the ground. We'll slowly roll ourselves back up, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing that comes up. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Bringing them back down. Kind of wiggle a little bit. Give yourself a little. Just trying to warm it up. Bring yourself up off the tops of the feet and roll your ankles. Get that blood flowing back in. And bring the toes down. Sit back your heels. Squish your toes a little bit. If this is too much, you can lean forward, push yourself up off the ground. If you're in a chair, you can just push your toes into the floor. And push up into your hands on your knees. Just try to elongate your spine. Tuck your chin a little bit. Just take a few deep breaths. And roll the arms up on an inhale. And down the back on the exhale. Up on the inhale. Down, squeeze the shoulder together. Up and around. Focus on your arms. Focus on a nice tall spine. Switch directions. Just kind of swimming. Then bring it down until your hands are on the floor. Knees are stacked below your hips. Wrists are stacked below your shoulders. Tops of the feet can be down, or you can have your feet curled, whatever you like. We're just going to drop the pelvis, lift the chest and the head forward and up on an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to arch the back, tuck the core in, tuck the chin. Cat-cow, inhaling, dropping the pelvis, lift the butt, lift the chest and the head. Pushing down gently with the hands as you exhale. Arching the back, tuck the belly button towards your face, towards your spine, tuck the chin. Just move back and forward with your breath. Slow and controlled, no herky-jerky movements. Just follow your spine, check in with it today. This is a great warm-up for your back. First thing in the morning. Anytime during the day. Little come back to neutral, little tabletop. You push down with your hands. Tuck your feet if they haven't been tucked. You push off with your feet and your hands until your knees come up off the ground. You're going to arch your back. As you exhale, straighten the legs, push the hips up and backwards. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Push down with the hands and the knuckles. Move your feet around, pedal them up and down. We're going into our first downward dog. Yeah. Just kind of move around, see what feels good. Drop one heel, drop the other heel. You can even bring your feet closer, bring your knees together, move side to side. Whatever feels good. Then come to rest. Bring the heels towards the floor, hips up and back. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Push down the hands, knuckles, fingertips. Relax. Release any tension in your neck. Just move it around. Next inhale, you're going to walk your hands, bending the knees, up to your feet. Straighten the legs just a little bit and then drop your head in a forward fold. You grab opposite elbows, hands. Feel the ground with your feet. Energy from Mother Earth coming up. Gravity coming down. Release the tension in your neck and your head. Just let your upper body fold over your lower body, be heavy. Next inhale, release the hands and slowly push down with the feet. Roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing that comes up, just standing. And then shake it out a little bit. Just get some groove. Warming it up. Find a nice neutral position for your feet. Ideally, knees stacked above the ankles, hips stacked above the knees, but if that's not accessible for you, put your toes out, put your toes in. Just find whatever's comfortable for you as a standing position, but really feel the ground. Feel the earth. Just take a couple minutes here and feel the earth. Squeeze your shoulder blades up towards your ears, drop them down your back. Feel how your body's feeling. And then our arms are going to come forward with the palms facing each other like you're holding the ball. They're going to come up overhead, stretching up towards the sky. Really reach up. Reaching up, tucking in the core a little bit, feeling the ground. Drop the head back between the hands, look forward, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Reach up with your arms, chest, lift the chest forward a little bit as you exhale. Keep the arms forward, hinge it at the hips. Bring your ball down towards your feet. Drop your head, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to bring your palms flat on the ground. As we inhale, we're going to walk our hands out to a plank push-up position. Push down with the hands, arch your back like you would in the cow position of cat-cow. Push back with your heels, tuck your core. Let your head be in a neutral position. All the muscles of your help keep your back happy. So this is good work. If you have back pain, it might be a weak core. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Drop your knees if you have to. That's modification. But really, if you drop your knees, really push through the hands, tuck the core. Feel the engagement in all your abdominal muscles. And then we're going to bring our knees wide, toes together, sit back on the heels, drop the elbows, drop the head in a little child's pose. Take a breath. Nice, even breaths. Release. Just feel your body touching the ground. Next inhale, raise yourself up nice and slow. Transition from the tabletop. Left leg comes up, right leg comes up, back to the plank. Push down strong with the arms. Arch your back, touch your core. Push your heels back. Hands, while your head is still down, and just make little fists with your hands. Open, close your hands, kind of warm up your wrists a little bit. Release them a little bit from being on the plank position for so long. And slowly roll yourself back up so your heels are down. You're sitting on your heels. Taking a breath. We're just gonna come up onto our heels, or on our knees here. You're gonna bring the left foot forward. Right foot stays back. You can push the right hip a little bit, or back a little bit farther. We're just gonna move, sinking our hips down. You're gonna inhale, straighten the left leg. Flex the toes. Exhaling. Exhaling. Dropping the hips up nice and tall as you inhale. Push up, straighten the left leg. Exhale. Moving back and forth. Just getting that breath in there. Nice and easy. Just bring the left hand down, the right hand down. I'm just gonna move your hips from side to side so you see how the back leg moves. Just trying to warm up into our hips a little bit. Hips, tight hips. Feel how your hips are doing, kind of loosen them up, a little bit of movement. A little lubrication. Bring yourself back up, push off with the left foot. Bring it back, slide it on back. Bring the right foot forward. You can do the same thing right side. So first thing is exhale, sink down into the hip. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Bring the toes up. Back and forth. Exhaling. Inhaling. Nice and slow. Use your breath. We're not synchronized yogis. This is your breath. Do it a few times. Work that breath up into your back. See if you can release any tension in your upper back muscles and your lower back while you're doing these movements. And your next exhale, stay down in the lunge. Bring the left and right down. You're just going to move your hips left and right. Just kind of open it up and through the hips. Just feel that, kind of like a dog wagging a tail. Doesn't have to be fast. Nice and slow, controlled. Use your breath. And come back on both knees, up nice and tall. Or a little bit forward, sit back on your heels, and however you can come down to a seat. Try the fancy push through type stuff, or just find a seat with your legs out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Sunshine is going away, so I'm gonna help us out here. Let there be light. Just sit up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. Fold it forward over your feet. Just reaching towards the feet. You don't have to reach your feet. Push down with your heels and put a little micro bend in your knees so that you keep a straight back. You can slowly start to roll your back and drop your head with every breath as you feel comfortable. Every inhale, you're trying to elongate your spine. Exhaling, rolling it forward. We'll inhale back up to center, nice and slow. Bring your feet flat on the ground with the knees pointed up. Bring your butt towards your feet. And slowly lower yourself down onto your back. Just kick it here for a few breaths. Maybe walk your feet out nice and wide and draw your knees together, knock knee. And relax, release. Shouldn't say relax. Try to relax. Just use your breath. Slow down your breath a little bit. And then like I'm doing while you breathe, if you have any props or hooks that are in the way, you might want to move them out of the way. And then lay back down. Bring your knees up towards your chest, hug your knees to your chest. Maybe do little circles. Both directions. And drop your feet back down to the floor. Flat feet, knees up. You can bring your right foot to cross over your left foot. So the right ankle is right by the left knee, with a little figure four. We'll just kick it here for a second. Take a breath. When you're ready, you're going to take the right arm, you're going to reach it through between the legs so you can come to the inside of the left leg. Bring the left hand around to meet it on the outside of the left shin. That's not accessible. Go underneath your thigh. That's not accessible. Left hand on left foot, right hand on the right knee. In all the variations, flex the toes of the right foot towards the right knee. That helps protect your knee. Take whatever variation on top of the shin, below the shin. Just lay your head back down. Just feel how that feels in your right hip, lower back. See if you're holding any tension in your upper shoulders. Try to release that with your exhales. Deep breath. Release any tension with your exhale. You're going to stay in each variation of this pose for about 30 seconds. When you're ready, next exhale, release the hands, keep the legs crossed, drop the left foot to the ground. You take a deep breath. Bring your arms out to a T or a cactus. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, both knees go over to the right. Using the weight of the right foot to kind of draw the left leg down. If this is feeling pinching, you can come back up to center and move your hips over to the left a little bit, and then drop down. And try not to fight gravity. Let gravity do its work. Use your breath. Maybe look over your left shoulder.
Smooth and controlled breath in and out the nose. Next inhale, come back up to center. You move your hips over to the right a little bit. Keep them in the figure four. As you exhale, next exhale, drop the right foot towards the ground. The right knee will still be facing up towards the ceiling. Just go in the opposite way. Looking for sensation in this area, the lower back, the hip. If it's too much, you can walk your feet away from your upper body. Or if it's not enough, you can draw the left knee in towards your nose a little bit, a little more of a stretch. Even out your breaths. Maybe look over your right shoulder. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Just kind of breathe. Release. Big inhale, slow exhale. Inhale back up to center. Bring your hips in line with your shoulders. Bring your arms up overhead. Release the right foot. Uncross the legs. Both legs go straight to the ground. Stretch your feet away from your hands. Big breath. As you exhale, draw your knees up to your chin. Hug your knees. When you're ready, drop both feet down to the ground again. Knees go up. Left leg crosses over right. Right ankle on the, or left ankle on the right knee. Flex those toes and the left foot towards the left knee. Whatever variation you did on the right side, the left side, you're going to do on the opposite side. So reach through, either on top of the shin, below the shin, around the feet and the knee. Or you can just put your hands down too. You just lay your head back down. Take some deep breaths. Where is the sensation in your body? What does it do on the inhale? What does it do on the exhale? A couple more breaths, not very long. Next exhale, you're going to drop the right towards the ground. Like we did on the other side, you can bring your arms out to a T or a cactus. Draw your hips over to the right a little bit. If that feels good. And an exhale, drop both knees over to the left. Even out your breaths. Maybe look over the right shoulder. Release into the stretch, let gravity do its work. Next inhale, slowly back up to center. Bringing the hips over to the left, but pushing up with the right foot. Take a breath. As you exhale, bringing that left foot flat on the ground, over to the right. Left knee straight up to the sky. See where that feels sensation. You can always move your feet away. Bring them closer to your body for less or more of a stretch. Just pay attention to your breath. Maybe look over your left shoulder. And stare at this dirty light socket right here. Nice even breath in and out the nose. Where is the sensation in your body? How does it feel on the in-breath and on the out-breath? Inhaling slowly back up to center. Bring your hips in line with your spine. Drop the left leg back to the ground. Left leg and right leg go straight up. Inhale your arms up overhead. Maybe release the fingers, stretch the feet away from the arms. Then just let the feet splay out. Relax your lower spine, relax the legs. Really focus on each body part. Hips, legs, knees, ankles, toes. Let them release into the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then lay back down on that natural arch. Hopefully that's comfortable. We'd like some space in between the spine here and the floor, so if you need to raise your head up on a blanket or a towel, you can do that too. Just let your arms come down about 45 degrees from your body with the palms facing up. And take some deep breaths right here. I invite you to stay there for as long as you need to. For at least 5 minutes. I'm going to sit up and lead you through a little body scan. So while you're laying there on the ground, or if you're in a chair and you're seated up nice and tall, relax as much as you possibly can, releasing any tension in your body. So whether you're seated or laying down, this is a resting pose, final resting pose. So find some neutral detachment in your brain. Let go of any breath. Just let your breath be natural. And try to focus on everything that's in the room or wherever you're at. Sounds, smells, feel, the air on your skin, sunshine on your face, or maybe the light in the room. Find all of your senses. Maybe one at a time. Maybe just pick one if you can't focus on all of them at once. It's a skill, being able to focus on our senses without being driven by them, without being pulled in to a certain sensation. We're looking for relaxed, calm awareness. You're resting, you're calm, but you're still alert to a certain degree. You're paying attention to your body, to your mind, and how the two of them are coming together. Unity in the body and the mind and the breath. Just notice where your body is at right now. Starting with the top of the head, crown of the head. Take a breath. Focus your attention on the top of your head. So you can release all the tension in your hair, in your scalp. Release any tension in your forehead. Moving it on down. Eyebrows. If it means moving them a little bit, it's cool. I don't know if you have to move it to actually engage it, to feel it release. Do so. Ears, if you can move your ears, you're part of the cool club like me. Doesn't mean you're not cool if you can't move your ears. Just release any tension you have in your earlobes. And then your hearing, whatever you're hearing, just hear it. Don't let it draw you in. Try not to. It's there, it's a sound. Cool, it's a bird, squirrel. A clock.
the fan, whatever the noise is that you're hearing. Hear it, let it go. Release tension in your cheeks. Let the tongue drop inside of your mouth, release. Moving on down to the chin, the neck, back of the neck, front of the neck, clavicle, shoulders, shoulder blades. Using your breath, sink down into the breath. You're a puddle sinking into the ground. Calm yet aware. Upper arms, elbows released. Forearms, wrists. As I'm saying the body part, just focus on that body part really quickly. Thumb, top of the hand, palm of the hand, left index finger, right index finger, both middle fingers, right ring finger, left ring finger, both pinkies, the whole hand. Release. Down your back, lat muscles, trapezius muscles, your upper back, spine, into your lower back, hips, butt muscles, upper thigh muscles, right thigh, left thigh, both knees, the back of the left thigh, back of the right thigh, the back of both thighs, the back of both knees. Release. Take a deep, deep, deep breath. Release the breath slowly. Calf muscles released. Shins. Right ankle. Top of the right foot. Bottom of the left foot. Top of the left foot. Left ankle. Both feet. Big toe, right foot. Big toe, left foot. Both pinky toes. Second toe, the right foot. Third toe, the right foot. Pinky toe of the right foot. The whole right foot released. Soft. Second toe of the left foot. Third toe of the left foot. Pinky toe of the left foot. Whole left foot released. Soft. Breath is calm. Aware. The whole body is released. The whole breath calm, deep. And stay here for as long as you need to. Feel good right there, stay there. If you want to come on out, maybe bring some wiggle into your toes and fingers. Deep breath. Flutter your eyes open if they were closed. bring your gaze back into a point in the room where you can see. Just look around, hear everything. Take a couple deep breaths with your tongue on the top of your mouth, then release the tongue. If you're laying down, you can bring yourself up, rolling up to the right side first. Knees up into the chest, little fetal position. No rush. If you're laying down, stay there. If you want to stay in the resting pose, stay there. Or you can bring yourself up to your seat. Nice tall torso, chin is released. See if you can bring the same relaxed, released feeling that you just had, laying down or seated, wherever position you were at, to wherever you're at now, more aware, more awake. Relaxing the spine. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Maybe look up as the palms touch and just come down to the center of your chest. Maybe take a couple moments just to have some gratitude for yourself, for showing up for yourself on your mat today, because when you show up for you, you make yourself whole, unified, body, mind, spirit, breath. You bring that out into the world, and that's doing the world good. So this practice is for you, but it's also for community. So not just the people that agree with you, it's everybody. We're all connected. Deep breath, gratitude for life, for this breath, for this moment. As always, my name is Brian. Come Back Yoga, we really appreciate you, we respect you, we honor your service, whatever that looked like, whatever it looks like now. Everybody has their place in the machine. Take a nice deep breath. Sit up nice and tall, a little bow as we say goodbye for now. Good journey. See you next time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for letting me share this practice with you. Namaste. Peace. Love. Drink water. Have an awesome weekend. Do good stuff. Be kind. Be cool. And when you get up nice and slow with your bad selves. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.